anticipation for this one, and rightfully so. A really interesting matchup, and a lot of people focused on this kickboxer trying to make a real concerted run at UFC Gold.
Yeah, he's trying to make a run at a championship. We have seen him compete at the highest level in kickboxing and done very, very well. But how does he implement that fight style in the mixed martial arts? We're going to find out very soon if he can do everything he did there inside the UFC's octagon.
Certainly in our fighter meeting, he talked a lot about his wrestling and grappling improvements, but he knows what the fans want to see, and that is to see him striking against this opponent here tonight. All right, here's the long-time UFC featherweight contender, Dan Ige. Came off season 3 of Dana White's Contender Series back in 2017 and has realized a lot of UFC success since then. Big wins recently over Gavin Tucker, Damon Jackson, Nate the Train Landwehr. But oftentimes you glean the most from Ige after his losses. The man has an insatiable appetite for MMA improvement. Very rarely is he seen taking anything resembling time off. Outstanding cardiovascular base, huge hands, power in both of those, and a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt he can lean on as well. Another big spot in a career full of them for Dan Ige here tonight. With that, both fighters have now graced the octagon. They will lock the door behind them, ready to go with a crazy fight here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Our tail of the tape now for this featherweight fight. All right, now for the particulars, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Giga Chikaze! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Dan 50K Ige!
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. All right, early round action here featuring Giga Chikaze, the Georgian, one of the more technical, decorated strikers in this or any division. 4 straight bonuses at one point during his UFC career. Not all that long ago, he was a 3-1 favorite against the credentialed Calvin Kattar. He is entrenched as the favorite here tonight and believes he's going to get a knockout here inside of 10 minutes. We shall see. Oh, he lands a huge knee to the body. Unable to connect with the right. All right, wow, with the early action here as he gets a takedown. I'm not saying I would have stuffed. Chikaze's trying for a submission here.
There it is. He's on the armbar now. He's got it locked in.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are. Because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs. And if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Oh, effective utilization of the ground and pound here by Ige.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Side control now. Ige's able to make a nice transition there, back into side control.
That was nice.
90 seconds to go. Chikaze's trying to get a triangle submission here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get to the submission.
Oh, huge elbow. Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. Chikaze's in half guard now. Lands the grounded pound strike here.
Oh.
Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. 5 minutes in the books.
Stop!
Great round. Listen to me. Breathe. Deep breath into that nose, out to that mouth. All right. Perfect round. I need you to go out there and do more of that.
All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. A lot of good work on the ground.
You knew, John, going into the fight, that if he was able to get this fight to the floor, he would have the most success, and you saw it in that exchange. He was able to get posture, land some really good ground and pound as the round came to an end.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. Yeah, place kick there by Ige.
Caught that kick there. Oh, left hook.
Chikaze's overhand punch to the head looked good for a second, but ultimately that one gets blocked.
That hook was bad. Ooh, big shot lands.
Effective jab there by Giga Chikaze.
Nice left hand.
And a nice job to stick with it there to complete the takedown. That is a high-level transition to half guard and now in a position to do a lot of damage.
Watch him sit back on the leg and land big ground and pound. Changing the position.
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Under 3 minutes to go in round 2. Oh, he's got his back. Oh, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here.
Gotta be careful here.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. Now he's going full mount.
Ground and pound. The hammer Mark Coleman would be proud. And busy as he looks to improve position here. Another ground and pound strike gets home. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Lands the ground and pound strike. Ige's back in full mount. All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
All right, feet on the hips here. Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the feet.
Yeah, they're back on their feet. They spend a lot of energy on the ground. These guys are going back and forth on the ground, and ultimately, he's gotten back to his feet to give himself an opportunity.
Everything you're doing is great. You really found your rhythm and your distance there. I want you to do more of the same. His hands are getting low, so let's let's look for him.
All right, so for one fighter, the round mercifully comes to an end as we look back at some of the action. What a display of ground and pound.
It's his calling card. It's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a brutal ground and pound fighter, and he showed you just then why he's known as that in the MMA sphere. He's the guy that if he gets you down, he will dominate you with positioning and brutal, nasty ground and pound.
Third round underway. Lead kick is true there by Ige. Really nice left hand there. Both fighters throwing heat now. That shot blocked by Chikaze. Right there, his opponent's rummaging.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
Back to his feet. Massive left hand. Oh, you got to keep pressing here. Could be the beginning of the end. Oh, nice land with the knee. You see the taller fighter having
Guillotine jump. Looking for the guillotine lock right now, and it looks like it's in. He's done a great job of securing him, but now he's got to settle if he wants to finish the fight. Great submission defense on full display by the opponent.
Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Yeah, and the fact that he's just constantly under attack tells you he was very prepared for the type of fighter that he was in front of. He knew there would be some submissions coming his way. He was ready to defend them, and he has done that beautifully.
Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top. Chikaze's in half guard. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. That was a slick transition.
And he's back up. Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you're looking for. Try to take the judges out of it. He is lighting them up now. 1 minute now to go in the third. Push kick there to the body. All right, so a seminal blow earlier in the round. It wasn't a knockdown, but it was certainly a stunner that caught his attention.
Oh, I mean, he got hurt bad. To see him still standing, that takes away from the toughness that he has if he's still standing after taking such a damaging shot.
His misses are entertaining. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, so the round is over. Certainly stunned his opponent in that round. We'll see if he can follow up here after 60 seconds.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job of finding a shot that really did affect the equilibrium of his opponent. Now he needs to go back and find the attack that's going to shut the lights off.
All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Outstanding placement as he lands the knee to the body. Again, the taller fighter making noise with a knee strike there. Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. His misses are entertaining.
He closes the distance beautifully. He's not a single collar.
Pretty good straight punch there by Chikaze. Ige's body really getting bruised up on that right side right now. Gotta figure out a way to lower the guard. All All right, good job. Oh, he is stunned. Drunk driving out there. We'll see if he can recover.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Oh, big shots raining down. Man, looks like he's trying to...
They're going at it here. Huge shots landing on both sides. What a fight. Nice punch to the head.
Pretty good position here with the single collar in the clinch. All right.
This might be the biggest shot. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. The official decision is in. That's where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 37 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Dan 50K Ige.
Well, we congratulate him on a huge knockout here tonight. He'll probably keep that smile while he's sleeping tonight after what he was able to produce here.
He's going to be smiling for a really long time. When you get a knockout like that, not only do you get the win, you also, most times, walk away with a $50,000 bonus check.